You have more options than ever when selling a house. Let me guide you through the pros and cons. So when someone's selling a house, I think that a lot of people picture there's just one way to do it. The way on HGTV where you get the house in perfect condition and try to sell it for top dollar. And that is one way to do it. But there are other ways to do it. And another way may be a better fit for you depending on your situation in your house. So let me break down the three main categories of selling a house. First, it's to get a cash offer. Now, you've probably seen billboards advertising cash offers. That is not the only way to get a cash offer. You have multiple options, which we can get for you. We can help you evaluate multiple options on a cash offer. And why would you want to do that? Well, I mean, it's cash. And so a lot of times it is easier. You might be able to pick your closing date. You might not have to do anything to the house. And that can be nice for some folks. And you may think, well, actually, that sounds too good to be true. Well, usually that cash offer doesn't come at the same full market value that you could get in potentially one of the other options. But each offer is different and it depends on your house and your situation. And so that's one option that you can evaluate and we can help you think through the pros and cons. The other option, and I think this is one that people don't realize is available as well, is you can sell your house as is. And that means take it to the market, get our full service marketing, get it out there to as many people as possible, highlight the good things about the house, but you don't have to do a ton of work to get it ready for the market and spend a lot of money. We can help you figure out the bare minimum you need to do, which sometimes is next to nothing, to still get a good result on the market and get a retail market offer on the house. And for a lot of people, that is the way to go because you don't have a big upfront investment, but you're also maximizing what you can get for the house in its current condition. The third way, which I think is what most people think about, is I'll call it the traditional way. That is put your best foot forward. Do the things in the house that are going to get a positive ROI. Do those things, go to the market, sell it for as much as possible. And, a lot of times that does put the most money in your pocket, but you also have to do some effort ahead of time to get that ready to go. And there's a little bit of risk involved in that as well, because we're predicting what we think is going to happen in the market. Now, we're good at that prediction. And we're also really good at managing that process for you. I mean, our visual consultant will take care of exactly what you need to do. We have connections to get everything done. I mean, quite frankly, a lot of times we do those things for our clients so that they don't have to. And so we can make that easy for you as well, but it still may not be the right fit for you. One of these three is better for most people than the other two. And that's why I think you need a guide to help you walk through that. The other thing I think you might need a guide for is in all these options, you might be thinking, well, I need the equity out of my house in order to buy the next house. Is that a possibility? Yes, that is a possibility. You may have heard the term bridge loan. I think that's kind of the traditional term for the financing that is available to help you use the equity in your current house to buy the next house. There are other programs in addition to bridge loans that we have access to that we can connect you with. And so if that's your biggest fear, there's a solution for that as well. So I think you're probably seeing, hey, there are a handful of ways we could go about this. And that's awesome. You have more options than ever, but also you have a bigger opportunity to make a mistake and pick the wrong option. And I think that's why you need a guide more than ever right now if you're thinking about selling the house. Our number one thing is to help people make wise decisions with their housing. So we'd love to be that guide for you. Happy to answer any questions. So send them over to us and we will see you guys again next week.